So today we have an etiquette and culture expert with us, Sharon Schweitzer here, and our plan was and is to talk about graduation etiquette. We're talking gifts, we're talking celebrations, we're talking family functions. We still will, but we can't ignore what has happened in Texas and the school shooting. So Sharon, I wanted to start off by saying so often when a tragedy like this happens, whether it is big picture or whether it is in our own neighborhood, we often don't know what to say to folks who are hurting. Can you help folks navigate that, like how to start that conversation, how to tell them that we care?
Yes, Tanya. One of the things that happens in life is many times tragedy, unfortunately, will coincide with celebrations or with events like anniversaries, graduations, weddings. And we need to continue on. Sometimes these things cannot be rescheduled. So what we want to do is we want to share our thoughts. We want to express our condolences. We want to let people know that we care. And the best way to do that is in a genuine, authentic way, is to let people know we feel terribly about what happened. We've seen it. We've read about it. And we want to let them know that we do care and that if there's anything we can do to let us know.
Yeah, okay, that's a good all of us to keep in mind at this time. And I mean, something like this happens to all of us, right? Things happen all the time, and sometimes it is far away from you and sometimes it is right close to your very front door. All right, while our hearts are certainly with those families, we know a lot of you, families here at home, you're getting ready to celebrate big things that are happening in your families, and you're going to be having a lot of family and friends and things coming your way. One of the biggest things around graduation that I think we all struggle with is what to give as a gift. And so a lot of times it is a money gift. And I think very often we're always like, ooh, how much is enough? What is appropriate?
Well, you know, every year there are groups that do surveys, Tanya. And so the amount varies, the percentage of people who give varies. This year in 2022, approximately 33% of the people who were polled by the National Retail Federation, they said 33% said, I'm going to buy a graduation gift. The other 67% said, I'm going to give money, either a check or cash, but they were going to give funds to the graduates. So there's a split there between people who are going to give actual gifts and people who are going to give money. The average expected spending on a graduation gift is about $115, which is up this year.
Okay, $115. And so I'm guessing like 100 is probably kind of a normal amount when it comes to if that's someone who's a member of your family. But if it's like a kid that your child grew up with or just kind of a family friend that you're going to, I'm imagining that a lower amount is probably okay.
Okay, here's where we get into some financial guidelines from the financial experts. So, you know, it really, one of the most important things, Tanya, and your viewers will want to know this, is number one, your budget, your financial situation. You don't want to get in over your head. So you always want to look at your financial situation. Number two is, what is your relationship with the graduate? How close are you to that graduate? Is this someone in your immediate family? Is this someone you've been very close to growing up? Or is this someone who's more of a casual acquaintance, maybe someone in the neighborhood? Is this someone who's maybe a far-flung friend? So the relationship makes a difference. The third thing is there's some guidance. Maybe the amount can range anywhere from $10 to $300. So there's some subcategories in there. And if you want me to, we can get into that a little bit. But there are some considerations. You don't always just pop out and say, I'm going to buy someone a $100 gift. That's just the average of what they polled when they polled a lot of people who were buying graduation gifts. So there's a difference between an average and what you should spend based on your budget and your relationship with the graduate.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, because I think they think I have to save face and I have to give this amount because that's what's expected. And I like that you put it in perspective of, first and foremost, be square with our own budget, and second, take into consideration the relationship. All right, so Sharon's going to be here for one more segment. We do have an opportunity for you to ask her your own question. The number is 336-379-5775. You can just text that. It's anonymous, so whatever you want to ask about culture and etiquette when it comes to graduation and family gatherings, it's game on. No one's going to know that you asked it, but we can get your answer right on time. We'll be right back.